Hey guys, this is Julie from Brinker Family Farm. We're just going to walk around today and see how the garden's doing. I haven't given you a full tour in a little over a month now, so I thought it'd be fun to show you. Things are definitely changed since the last one. First, we're going to start with what's going on the deck. The strawberries have really taken over this spot, and they're just spilling over this raised bed that we have them in. They've just filled it up and have nowhere else to go. So I'm probably going to have to come through and kind of like select some of them to just cut off. I can't believe how full this is. It'd be awesome for next year though. And then over here is this pretty geranium. This is like a mosquito one. It's supposed to be specific for mosquitoes, and it smells pretty good too. And then over here is the pepper station. I need to water everything really good to once it gets a little bit more shade on here. This is actually a basil, and then these are some peppers I had picked up, and they're starting to get some blooms on them. Actually, right here's one. So we might get a few decent ones. They're not real big. That's just a regular basil that I grew from seed this spring, and then this is called a cinnamon basil. And it smells really good. My mom just got that for me, and I'm trying to like doctor it up a little bit. So I gave it some organic fertilizer, and I think it'll be alright. This right here is actually, that looks like a parsley. I can't tell because I got basil smell all over me. But this is a lime basil. So they're not looking too bad for when I planted them. Here is a culinary blend. I forget what the green ones were, but you can tell there's two different kinds of green, and then this purple. And then here's this one. And this one is, I'm not sure how you say it. I'm not exactly sure how you say it. Kapoor Tulsi, you can't quite tell because that went away. And it's in the basil family too, and it's doing really good. And this is my surprise. I got this pretty little sunflower. It's a pretty little sunflower just hanging out here. This bed, you can tell it's gotten a little dry a few times, and it is summer, and they're starting to fade a little bit. Like this lettuce is heading to seed, so I'm going to get a little bit more off of it and then just pull it. This is a sweet potato vine. And then back here are some flowers that Mia planted, and they've actually bloomed a few times, so I need to come back through and pick off the dead, and I bet they'll keep blooming for us. Check out these little babies. These little babies right here are rutabagas, so we're trying them. Here's some carrot, and then I cut this lettuce, and then it's come back with 1, 2, 3, 4, but it's already wanting to go straight to seed. So yeah, this lettuce has done really good for the 3 months or so that we've had it in here, and it's time to get some new going. Here's another sweet potato vine, and I need to come through and get some of these spent leaves, but I was trying to get it so it would start going down. It might still. We got some other carrots in here, and I even noticed a few radishes that have come up from Eliza's gumball mix she had earlier in the spring. And then this is some kale. Actually, we don't want that one. Pitch that one. But I need to come through. I want to harvest these and put them in the freezer. This is actually dill. I planted a few dill, and this one's the only one that made it. And then here's the third sweet potato vine. And it was a little flower, but I think it's spent. Yeah. Here's our Rosa Sharon. It was here when we got here, and it's two, as you can tell, we've got quite a mess of roots and different trunks in here, but it's two different kinds. We've got this pretty white. Here's the pretty white, and then this purpley in there too. And they're really pretty. The Rosa Sharon's actually been blooming for almost a month now, and it's still looking pretty good. I should still get a few more weeks out of it before it's done for this year. And you can save your flowers to make tea. So I'll be doing that too. Alright, so behind me is a bunch of sunflowers that all came up by themselves, and they've started blooming. But because of the direction of the sun, they are actually all facing the other way, so I'll catch them on the other side so you can see them. But this first row behind me is a mix of zinnias and coreopsis, calendula, bee balm, and there's, let's see, some bachelor buttons, and then there's also the lavender. So on the hog panels is some pole beans and some cucumbers. I'm gonna go show you. We got some fun new ones that we were trying this year, and they've been really cool to see them growing. When you grow calendula, once they get like this, you just snip them off, and then it'll keep growing more. You can tell there's already some new ones coming up. So this is the purple potted. They're real pretty. I'm letting these ones get real big, and I'm gonna be saving the seeds off of these two plants. Something has been enjoying my rattlesnake tongue ones, because you can see where they've been eaten. You can tell where they've been eaten on. I'm not exactly sure what's eating it, but this is what we're supposed to have right here. And this is what it's supposed to look like right now. But I'm leaving that one and these ones right here to see if I can get enough to save some seeds. Yep, you do your thing, buddy. I want lots of cucumbers. You keep coming through here. Here we go. This is actually a lemon cucumber. And we had one, so I'm glad there's some more coming on. I can see several on this plant. This is a new one also, and it's called an Armenian white. I need to double check and see how long they're supposed to get, because I don't remember if I need to be picking it or if I need to be letting it go a little bit longer. I'm actually going to be harvesting more of this calendula, and there's another kind I'm going to show you in a few minutes, to make some salves, but I got to let them dry and then they got to sit in an oil. Next is a mix of wildflower seeds that I had. I'm just going to kind of walk through them so you can see. They're really pretty, and I need to come through and snip off the dead ones so that they'll keep blooming. This will be Cosmos. It'll be opening up before too long. And these little blue ones are bachelor buttons. Here's some more calendula. This one's so pretty. It's got like a yellow in the middle and then orange on the outside. This is coreopsis. Here, and this is another one that's like that soft. This is like a buttery soft calendula. And that is like a baby's breath. Some more bachelor buttons and calendula and coreopsis. Not sure what this is. If anybody knows, let me know. Probably have to pull out one of my apps and take a picture of it and see if I can identify it. There's some daisies. And then I had some extra zinnias, and I just threw them in at the end of this row, so they're popping open too. These are pretty oranges and yellow mix of Cosmos, and what's behind it is a pinks, and then behind it is the pinks. Here's another one, and they're real frilly. Look at how frilly they are. It's interesting to see their petals so rounded like that. They're real pretty. This is some amaranth. It's coming along. This one's going to have a lot of heads on it. They're real pretty. And these are just huge. I think look how big they are. They're just not real long stemmed. They're a mini. They're a little type. A short type. Look at this guy. This thing is huge. I can't believe how big this one. This is one of Matthew's zinnias. This big tangling of stuff is all cantaloupe. I planted 2 different times, so this is like smaller, just getting going, and then back here is where I've actually seen cantaloupe forming. Let's see, I'll show you. And there's one. Here's some more in here. We had a pretty strong wind one day last week come through, and it did knock down some of our corn, but I'm going to show you, it's actually trying to stand back up, and somehow all these really tall sunflowers made it. I didn't lose any of them. I was impressed because I thought for certain we were going to have some sunflowers down, but they all made it. Matthew, his tomatoes though were not doing well standing up with the stakes that we had. They just were not strong enough for the type of tomatoes they are, so we laid them down. And his peppers are looking good, so I'm going to show you that next. So here you can see I kind of laid him down. And he does have down in here. Find it. There's a little tomato coming. See the butterfly. There's some peppers. Starting to get some to change the colors. Our top-notch yellow beans and our jade green beans are pretty much done. I did pick a little bit yesterday, and I did see some bloom, so we will get a little bit here and there. But overall, the big picking of them is done. And I did leave a row that I didn't pick any because I wanted to try to save their seeds. The nice thing about beans is they really don't cross, so you should end up with the same bean next year from your seeds that you save. Here's Eliza Sunflowers. She got a little seed packet from a junior garden club, and she hasn't got to go to any meetings yet, but she got registered and they gave her a little seed packet to get her started, and they're really pretty. We'll be saving some of these sunflower seeds as well. So pretty. Come down here to where some more are. And this one's got a lot of heads on it, and they're like different. They're not all the same. This one's got some streaking in it. And this one had a little bit, but it's done. Don't judge, peeps. It's a little bit busy with everybody in this big garden, but I do have some tomatoes in between the weeds and some borage. So here's some cherry tomatoes coming, and these are all tomatoes that I started from seed. Here's some borage. It's real pretty too. Let's see if I got, yeah, a little star. Here's the okra. We're just starting to get a few that I've been able to eat off of them. So this year we had different seeds for watermelon. Some I had saved from last year and some had gotten in a seed swap. I will put a name by them, but my notes are inside. I don't remember what they are all called. So this one's a real dark color throughout it. And then this is your typical traditional watermelon. And then we got this long one. So it'll be interesting to see what we think of all these different flavors and types of watermelon. What would you call this, Eliza?
These are cakes that we made. No, they're called rainbow cakes. Try to make your different.
Wow. So everybody went around and found as many flowers as they could to decorate their sand cakes.
And I just found a flower bag to put on top. I can't find flowers. We're using them to be our fruits.
Yours broke. Well, maybe you can make it again, okay?
Can I say the names?
Sure.
This is my sister Eliza, my sister Peanut, and I'm Mia.
Very nice.
And she's 7, she's 3, and I'm 5.
This is a peaches and cream type of corn, and it's just starting to get close to ready to pick. And then let's see, I have another type of corn, and it's called Sunglow. So the other type of corn we've got this year is called Sunglow. This is a shorter variety. It only got about 4.5 foot tall, and the ears are smaller. So here's the corn. You can tell that the wind had taken it and blown it down, but it's also, you can see where it's bending up and trying to stand back up. This has also got some pole beans wrapped around it. They're just a green variety. This is the fun row. So I did 3 rows of pole beans, and this one's called an asparagus yard long, and they are really cool. Really neat to see how long they are. Let me grab one to show you. Alright, so here is the asparagus yard long. They grow 2 off of each end of them. And these ones are a little bit small yet. But look how cool they are. So neat. Alright guys, so this was just a kind of quick little garden tour. Just wanted to show you how things were coming along. Really changed a lot and grown a lot since the last one. And it'd be really fun to show you what we're making out of our garden. It'll be really fun to show you what we're making out of the garden in the next few videos. I'll try to incorporate some of that. Alright guys, so we're gonna do a few more things, water a few things, and then we're gonna go in for the night. Until next time.
Bye. Bye.